I was kind of concerned about how Nintendo would treat Super Mario Bros. Wonder, because for quite a while, Nintendo hasn't really referenced or acknowledged many existing unique Mario games and spin-offs. During the Switch 1 era, we got barely any references to Odyssey outside of Pauline, New Donk City, and the appearance of the Mushroom Kingdom, which was really disappointing. We didn't even see Cappy in any other games, one of the main characters of Odyssey. And not to mention all of the unique NPCs and enemies that first appeared in Odyssey. And the same goes for Bowser's Fury and Luigi's Mansion 3, which also had a ton of potential references and potential characters that could have appeared in spin-offs. Back during the GameCube and Wii eras, Nintendo referenced Super Mario Sunshine quite a lot, and even incorporated characters like Bowser Jr., Petey Piranha, and even the Piantas into the cast of recurring characters, as well as Galaxy once that game released, with Rosalina and the Lumas becoming mainstays. So I've really been wanting to see a return to that, with Nintendo actually acknowledging the new characters that were introduced into mainline Mario games, as well as other significant Mario games. And thankfully, now at the start of the Switch 2 era, we are starting to see Nintendo incorporate more from these recent games. Like Mario Wonder is being acknowledged quite a lot lately, which is really nice to see. It stood out to me a lot in the Mario Tennis Fever trailer, as there's now a Flower Kingdom themed court that has wonder effects. I think that's a really cool thing to see, because Camelot really hasn't had that many kind of modes or courts that had like unique gimmicks for a while. I mean, yeah, we saw some of it during the Switch era with Aces and Super Rush, but I don't think they went as far as I wanted them to. But now with Mario Tennis Fever, it does seem like they're going all out again, kind of similar to Mario Power Tennis, with like the Gooper Blooper court, which had like a unique gimmick, as well as the Mario Classic court based on the arcade Mario Bros. So I am glad that they're kind of doing more with course gimmicks this time, and incorporating the wonder effects into that is great and really nice to see. And we're also seeing multiple characters appear, like Prince Florian being the ref of the Flower Kingdom court, the Poplins being in the audience, as well as the Hoppos being an obstacle. This is exactly the type of representation I wanted to see from Wonder. All of these really crazy and interesting characters that were introduced in the game. It goes well beyond what they did for Odyssey, because the only Odyssey NPCs acknowledged in spin-offs were strangely the new Donkers, which is funny, but isn't really that interesting and doesn't really fit into the Mario style very well. I mean, yeah, I do like unique looking characters in Mario, but I feel like we should have seen like characters like the Toasteranins or any of the other like Odyssey NPCs would have been really nice, like on top of the new Donkers. So I'm glad that Wonder is actually kind of taking that extra step and showcasing a lot of its unique NPCs and kind of baking them into the Mario universe more. But my only hope for Mario Tennis Fever, and by extension like Mario Kart World, if that game gets updates, I really hope it gets updates, and that is that I wish these characters would be playable. I definitely think we might see Talking Flower or Prince Florian playable in Mario Tennis Fever, since they are kind of giving a lot of emphasis to Mario Wonder there, so I definitely think one of those characters might be playable. So I just think that would be really nice to see. That's really like the last step to fully integrating Wonder into the franchise, is having at least one character be playable. But still, I am very satisfied with like a Wonder themed stage going all out with the Wonder theming. And next, we have been seeing Talking Flower from Super Mario Bros. Wonder becoming a mainstay. They had a major role in Jamboree TV, kind of being a host of some sort. They appeared all over Jamboree TV, and even though Jamboree TV is kind of meh, it still is cool that they incorporated the Talking Flowers into it. It still was refreshing to see like a more recent Mario character be acknowledged there. That was like the first time it gave me a little hope about Wonder being acknowledged like in the franchise as a whole. And now, in Mario Tennis Fever, they are commentators, replacing the role of the Toad commentators in Mario Tennis Aces, which is really cool and is perfect for the Talking Flower. I always thought the Talking Flowers were kind of funny. I've never found them to be annoying, honestly. Like, I think they're a very charming and whimsical inclusion to the Mario franchise, so I love that they're going all out and including them wherever they could give commentary. I want to see them in Paper Mario. Put them in the next Paper Mario game. Like, even put unique outfits on them and like do the little thing that they did with the Toads in the older Paper Mario games, but actually give them like voice acting in a Paper Mario game. I just think that would be pretty funny, honestly. Like just the contrast with like all the other characters just having dialogue without voice acting. I just want to see them in Paper Mario next. But we are also getting a Talking Flower figure that like you could press like a button for it to say like a phrase, and it will even talk on its own sometime. I mean, some people might be annoyed by that, but hopefully they give you an option to turn that off. But I still like the Talking Flower figure anyway. Probably gonna be super expensive, but like I like the idea of it. And it kind of shows that Nintendo seems to be committed to using this character, which is really nice. The mainline Mario games usually have at least one mainstay, but we haven't gotten a brand new mainstay character like this in nearly 15 years with Nabbit, and nearly 20 years for a more consistent mainstay like Rosalina. So it's really nice to see that Talking Flower is kind of easing into this role, similarly to like Nabbit and Rosalina. And on top of Mario Tennis Fever and Jamboree TV, there was also a Wonder event in Super Mario Run, and some small references via stickers and background elements in Mario Kart World, kind of having like a Wonder Flower symbol. So overall, it seems like Nintendo wants to make Wonder a core part of the Mario franchise, akin to Sunshine and Galaxy, which is really refreshing. And in the future, I'd like to see Nintendo go back and pull more from other games that they didn't acknowledge much, like Odyssey, as well as other spin-offs like Luigi's Mansion, Donkey Kong, and even the Mario RPGs. I definitely think it's possible at this point due to the fact that there are virtually no restrictions over the franchise anymore. And I don't really think there were many restrictions over the franchise during the Switch 1 era. It just seemed like some developers were holding back on referencing some of the recent games, which was a little disappointing, but now it seems like Nintendo wants developers to kind of go all out and reference some games like Mario Wonder and things. But anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments. And anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!